Hello, kumusta ang lahat? Ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay kung paano ba maging guidance counselor sa Pilipinas. How to become a guidance counselor. So, if you are aiming or pangarap mong maging guidance counselor, this video is for you. So, pag-uusapan natin, let's have an overview. Pag-uusapan natin yung qualifications on how to become a guidance counselor, scope of examinations, ratings in examination and re-examinations, and practice of guidance and counseling. So yung qualifications is based on Republic Act number 9258, Article 3, Section 13. So pero yung Republic Act number 9258 is also known as Guidance Counseling Act of 2004. So under Section 13, the qualifications for examination, in order to qualify for the examination, an applicant must at the time of filing the application be a citizen of the Republic of the Philippines or a foreigner whose country has reciprocity with the Philippines in the practice of guidance and counseling. And pangalawa, has not been convicted of an offense involving moral turpitude by a competent court. So una, dapat mamamayan ka ng Pilipinas. Pangalawa, dapat wala tayong you are not convicted of an offense involving moral turpitude by a competent court. In short, dapat wala tayong kaso, no? And of course, holder of a bachelor's degree in guidance and counseling or in other allied disciplines and a master's degree in guidance and counseling from an institution in the Philippines or abroad recognized and accredited by the CHED. Pero ang pagkakaalam ko ngayon, for you to become a guidance counselor, you must be a master's degree holder. So, ulitin ko lang ha, yung RA Republic Act number 9258 is also known as Guidance and Counseling Act of 2004. So, ano-ano ba yung scope of examination? So, the examination shall cover the following subject. Una is yung philosophical, psychological, and sociological foundations of guidance. Pangalawa is counseling theories, tools, and techniques. Pangatlo, psychological testing is yung pang-apat, organization and administration of guidance services. Panlima, group process and program development. The board, subject to approval by the commission, may revise or exclude any of the subjects and their syllabi and other ones as the need arises. So ngayon, meron na ditong nadagdag, which is career counseling. So hindi na siya 5 kundi 6. Let's come now to the ratings and the examination and re-examination. So, to be qualified as having passed the licensure examination for guidance counselors, a candidate must have obtained a weighted general average of 75. So, dapat 75% yung makuha mong rating with no grade lower than 60% in any given subject. So, dapat sa 6 na subjects na yon, dapat yung makuha mo is 75 and up and not lower than 60% in any given subject. However, an examinee who obtains a weighted average of 75% or higher but obtains a rating below 60% in any given subject must take an examination in a subject or subjects where he obtained a grade below 60%. So for example, yung general weighted average mo is 75. Kaya lang sa isang subject, for example, group process, nakuha mo 60%, kailangan mo pa din mag-retake ng exam. Pero yung iti-take mo lang is the subjects where you obtain a grade below 60% within 2 years from the date of the last examination. The subject or subjects retaken must have each a rating of no less than 75% in order to qualify as having passed the examination. So, para ma-practice mo yung guidance and counselor or para maging kang guidance and counselor, kailangan mong you must be a master's degree holder and kailangan mong pumasa ng board exam. So, let's come now to practice of guidance and counseling. So, according to Article 4, Sections 27, prohibition against the practice of guidance and counseling. No person shall, First, engage in the practice of guidance and counseling without a valid certificate of registration and a valid professional identification card or a special permit. So, if you are not, uh, if if you do not pass or you are not a degree holder or master's degree, you are not allowed to practice the guidance and counseling or you have a special permit. So, yung special permit, saka na lang natin ulit i-discuss kung paano ba magkakaroon ng special permit para ma-qualified or makapractice ng guidance and counseling. Make representations to the public or the third person as a licensed guidance counselor during the time that the license had been revoked or suspended. And pangatlo, allow anybody to use his or her license as guidance and counselor to enable such unqualified individual to engage in the practice of guidance and counseling. For example, pinagamit mo yung license mo sa iba. So, pwede yon. Pwede kang masuspend. Pwede mo suspend yung license mo to practice. So no corporation, partnership, association, or entity shall operate a guidance and counseling office or center or otherwise engage in the practice of guidance and counseling without securing a permit from the board, which shall be issued only after it has satisfied itself that such establishment is properly staffed by duly licensed guidance counselors. Any unethical practice of guidance and counseling as may be defined in Code of Ethics and Code of Technical Standards to be prepared by the board in consultation with the guidance counselor is prohibited. So yung Code of Ethics and Code of Technical Standards, saka na lang natin ulit i-discuss in other videos. So, under Article 4, meron tayong Section 27 and ngayon we will come now to Section 28, Right to Privileged Communication for Guidance Counselor. So, a certified guidance counselor who is allowed to practice guidance and counseling in accordance with this act without the consent of the client be examined as to any communication or information which has been acquired while attending to such client. The protection accorded herein shall also extend to the records and secretary or clerk of a licensed guidance counselor who may not be examined concerning any fact the knowledge of which had been acquired in such capacity. So thank you for listening and I hope may natutunan kayo. See you in the next video.